And welcome to ENZYMENTAL. I'm Jason Carter, and today I wanted to tell you more about why we need salt. Salt is necessary for human health because it plays a key role in maintaining the optimal amount of blood in our bodies. The heart even requires it to pump blood throughout the body. Salt is essential for digestion, cell-to-cell communication, bone formation, bone strength, and also to prevent dehydration. Sodium, which is the single mineral that is often thought of as the primary ingredient in all salt, is critical for reproduction and also the proper functioning of cells and muscles and the optimal transmission of nerve impulses to and from organs like the heart and the brain. Our bodies rely on elements called electrolytes, and these are minerals including sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium in bodily fluids to help carry out electrical impulses that control many of our body's functions. So without an adequate sodium intake, our blood volume decreases, and this can actually lead to the shutting down of certain organs like the brain and the kidneys. Salt is absolutely necessary for life. Without it, we wouldn't survive very long. Our brain and body automatically regulate how much sodium we eat, reabsorb, and excrete. The ability of our body to conserve salt and water is thought to be controlled by our hypothalamus as part of the system that drives us to crave salt and feel thirsty. The water and sodium levels in our body are constantly balancing each other out, which is a process known as osmoregulation. And whenever there's an increase in sodium concentration in circulation, the kidneys simply reabsorb less sodium. The excess is excreted through urine, and the body maintains normal serum sodium level. This mechanism helps to prevent cellular damage from fluid shifting in and out of our cells, so if blood sodium levels drop too low, water from the blood will go into our tissue cells in order to raise the level of sodium in circulation back to normal. But this fluid shift can lead to cellular swelling. If the sodium level in the blood goes up, water is pulled out of the tissue cells and into the blood in order to lower sodium levels back to normal, but this can cause cellular shrinkage. Both cellular expansion and cellular shrinkage can be extremely harmful, which is why our body will do anything to keep a normal sodium level in the blood and why salt intake and salt balance are so tightly regulated. The easiest way to guide salt consumption is to listen to your salt cravings. That's right, this is one of the few cravings that I've told people for years to give in to, but it's about what kind of salt you consume. Consume as much salt as you crave to fulfill your body's needs. Your body will control your salt levels to achieve balance. So if you're constantly craving salty things, your body is likely telling you that it needs extra salt for optimal health. This is in sharp contrast to sugar, which can hijack your body and brain and cause your intake of sugar to steadily increase to dangerous levels, all driven by cravings and dependence. For most people, the body constantly tells us to consume around 3,000 to 5,000 milligrams of sodium per day, so if you avoid salt in your meals, this will likely cause you to consume more food throughout the day to get the amount of salt your body craves. And as we know, your body will eventually drive you to get more salt until you've hit the amount that it needs. Salt enhances the taste of food, just like sugar and fat do. But it's also important as to how you use the salt. In other words, it's better to have salt with a diet of real, unprocessed foods rather than the processed foods that are so widely available and so cheap that also just happen to be very high in salt already. So when you add salt to healthy but generally bland foods like Brussels sprouts, cabbage, and turnips, this allows us to eat more of what we already know is good for us. And one of my favorite salt benefits is that salt is an enzyme activator, which means it helps to activate, optimize, and generally enhance the function of all our natural enzymes and even supplemental enzymes we're taking, like digestive enzymes. This is because all of the minerals in sea salt serve as required cofactors for initiating enzyme activity. And this is one reason among many why we need salt, and especially sea salt, every day. So don't be afraid of it. Thanks for watching. I'm Jason Carter, and I'll see you next time on ENZYMENTAL. Stay healthy.